Oh, that's delicious. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Carrie and this is Keep It Simple DIY. Today I'm going to be making 4 different marinades that I can use as a marinade or a sauce. The 4 sauces that I'm going to be making are a sweet and sour, a honey mustard, an Asian, and a Southwest sauce. And this is all a little bit different because I am on a different type of a diet, so I'm trying to avoid MSG and onion powder and anything fermented. So I will be substituting out white vinegar anytime it calls for any vinegar that's not white. And then I'm also going to be substituting out Coconut Aminos for any time it says soy sauce. And Dijon mustard is something that I can't have, so I'll be substituting regular mustard along the way. And then I'll be avoiding onion as well. So the first thing I need to do is my pepper is out. So I need to grind up some more pepper. And the way I like to do this is to just put it into this kind of a grinder, and that'll probably be a good enough amount. This is a coffee grinder, and then I just let it go. I don't actually like black pepper when it comes pre-ground, and I'm not the biggest fan of black pepper regardless, but doing it on my own definitely provides a much better flavor. Alright, I'm going to start with the Asian sauce. I've gone ahead and labeled. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Oh, I didn't even grab the oil. Let me grab the oil. I'm just going to use vegetable oil for all of these. I don't have avocado oil, or I would be using that. So it says 1/3 cup, and I'm just going to eyeball everything. And also 1/3 cup of vinegar. So I'm just going to do like equal portions. And 1/4 cup of soy, so I'm going to use the Coconut Aminos. It's a little less than both of these. A teaspoon of sesame oil, and a little bit of black pepper. It didn't all fit in the jar, so I'm going to just use it out of here. And the last thing is a couple tablespoons of honey. Whoa. Called for 3 tablespoons. I'm going to say that that was about 3 tablespoons. So this honey is going to take a while to like uncrystallize, and I'm hoping that if I just leave this in here for a while, it'll kind of start dissolving on its own. The next one is going to be the honey Dijon, but I don't have Dijon, so it's going to be honey mustard. And this one actually starts with olive oil. I do have olive oil, so let me grab that. We're going to start with 1/3 cup. And then we're going to use 1/4 cup of vinegar. It calls for, something fall? Nope. It calls for apple cider vinegar, but I am going with regular white distilled. 2 tablespoons of mustard. That might be all that's left in here. We'll call that 1. We'll call that 2. Pinch of salt. And this one calls for 1/4 cup of honey, so I'm going to just eyeball that as well. I'm going to say that's about 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more. And this is probably going to get us there. So 1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons. Mix this one up. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I should have put honey mustard on the yellow lid. I know that doesn't matter, but next one we're going to do is the Southwest. This one needs 1/3 cup of oil. A 1/3 cup of vinegar. And then a tablespoon of fresh parsley or cilantro. I do not have fresh either of those, so I'm going to use some freeze-dried cilantro. I bought it freeze-dried. And then I need 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Teaspoons? Yep, teaspoons. Oh, I didn't grab the oregano. A teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of salt, and then a half a teaspoon of black pepper. We'll mix this one up as well. I could probably double or triple this in this jar, but should I? Yeah, I'm gonna double this one because the other ones look a little bit more full. This one looks like there's not very much, so we're going to add a little bit more of everything. Actually not going to add more chili powder or cumin just because I don't want it to be too spicy. I think I'd prefer it to be a little less on the spice side. All right, there we go, Southwest. This one's going to be a little bit different. Another spoon. We are going to start out with 1/3 of a cup of apricot preserves, which I just happen to have. These are one of my favorite kinds of preserves. Oops. I need 1.5 teaspoons of vinegar and a tablespoon of pineapple juice. So I am going to actually do a little more than a teaspoon of vinegar, and I'm going to go grab a dash of sugar. So my thought is putting a little bit of sugar in there will make it basically be pineapple juice-ish. I don't know, close enough. I need 1/2 teaspoon of soy sauce. We're gonna use the Coconut Aminos. Just a little. This doesn't make very much. That's all right, we're gonna make just a little bit here and we'll try it. All right. 1/2 teaspoon of yellow mustard is probably all I'm gonna be able to get out of there. Yep. And then garlic powder, salt, paprika, and it calls for onion powder, but I am leaving the onion powder out. Looking at this, like, this is such a tiny amount. Write this one down, sweet and sour. Okay, now I need to taste test all of them. I'm just gonna set all that to the side in case I need some more. I don't want to waste the sauce, but I do want to taste it. So let's see. That is salty. But I think once that's on chicken or something, that'll be delicious. So we're calling that one a win. Next one is the Southwest. The idea of just like eating oil is kind of weird. Oh, that's delicious. That one's going to be really good. See if I can get some more of this honey mixed in. It's mixing much better. So I know it'll get sweeter as it sits because the honey will dissolve. This is the Asian one. Try to get excess honey off of here so I'm not just eating honey when I try it. Okay, let's give this one a try. Oh, delicious. Perfect. There's oil on there. Okay, so I just got oil on my honey mustard lid, and when I wiped the oil off, it didn't wipe off the honey mustard word. That was so weird. So then I was like, wait, did that just like seal it in? It didn't. It came off when I used water. I know oil and water don't mix, but I didn't realize that you couldn't get wet erase off with oil. Okay, honey mustard. Let's see if I can get this mixed a little bit more. So far, these are delicious. I'm so excited about that. I've been really worried about, you know, what I'm going to cook with, because I don't just want to do like salt, pepper, and garlic powder on everything. But this is working out very well, that these are so delicious. I'm interested to try them with meat, but I will do that over the next few days. Last but not least, right? Get most of that off. And give it a little taste test. That is delicious. Okay, yay! Alrighty, we have our Asian, our honey mustard, our sweet and sour, and our Southwest sauces. I am so excited, you guys. I did think about putting the sauce in bags and then having the chicken in there and marinating. But if you haven't seen it, I have a video on how I bought my whole year's worth of chicken for like 150 bucks. And they're already frozen and packaged, and I didn't want to waste the packaging. So I figured if I just put the sauces in these mason jars, that would be great. It would work out just fine. And they're just as shelf stable as they were before because all of these items were shelf stable to begin with. So we have 4 fantastic sauces that I am so excited to try. If you have any sauce recipes that you think I should try that don't have onion powder, anything fermented, MSG, or gosh, it's the migraine diet that I'm on. Not sure if it'll help or not, but we are trying it. And so if you have anything that fits within that, let me know. I would love to try them. For now, I have 4 to try, and this will be good for a while. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.